2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
So it looks like he aims to beat Justin Thomas, hey? Should add an extra bit of excitement to our coverage today.
Yeah, that goes without saying, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I can't think of someone I would rather not go up against than Justin Thomas. He has every single competitive bone in good working order in his body.
Well, the closer he gets to the hole, the more determined he gets. Look out to this rival because Justin Thomas is coming for you. Can't wait to keep an eye on how it plays out. This one's going right at the pin here. Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Ooh, that almost went down. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one looking really good.
No, that's too bad. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away. It was on a good line. We don't want to drop any more shots. Let's make this for double. Okay, so that's an opening hole double bogey. Disappointing, to say the least.
Luke, if you're going to make a double bogey, better to make it early than late.
That's some good golf right there. But what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
And here we are with the third shot. You're kidding me. Did he hold that? That'll help make a big move. And let's have one more look at that shot.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
That's just inside the range. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Okay, slow down now. That's enough. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Going with the 5-wood. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And if this can go down, he'll save par.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog. Ooh, yeah, no, not where they wanted to go. This one's left.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here. Ooh. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And this putt to move into a tie for second. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Can they get a little ground draw here?
Justin Thomas, he looks like he's having an absolute blast out there today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Oh, just missed. Putting for a par now. Ooh, right by the hole.
Not too sure exactly what they were thinking on that one.
Time now for the 4th shot. Just 1 shot back now. How close was that to going down? And this one will be for double bogey. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short. This one is all over it.
Ooh, almost went in. Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. Yeah, not much to sweat there. To the top 5 he goes. Currently at 4 over for the day.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing. Absolutely tattooed that one.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's got, I'd say roughly 120 here.
Left yourself an opportunity.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
That's frustrating. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this next putt, it's for bogey. He's currently tied for third. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Woo, back there, horsey. Ah, absolutely flushed. 20 feet to the hole. Woo, back there, horsey. Hold this putt and a chance for second place. Ouch, that hurts. This putt is for a share of second. That's frustrating. Should have made that. Just 3 feet to the cup. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That's not your best effort. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Here we go, Rich. The back nine on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The two of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights.
That's nicely done. Time for the second shot at the 10th. And from the greenside rough here. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Very crafty, that shot.
Love watching this player around the greens.
This is a par putt. The Englishman Justin Rose currently leading this tournament, playing nicely on top. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
What a... Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. Was that a rush of blood? That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. As they say, drive for show, putt for dough. That'll cost you. Ah, that's annoying. You should make that. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, you like the look of those hands.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Nice judge's speed. Let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 7 feet to the cup.
An important par save.
Okay, steady now. And this putt to move them into a tie for second. And that's for a bogey. And as we update the scoreboard, this player is in second, behind Colin Morikawa. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2-hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. And back to the course with the live action. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. An opportunity to make their par. Colin Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Oh, that's a ripper.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Oh, just missed that one.
And back to the play, shall we? This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, so close. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
An outstanding performer with already 5 wins under their belt. Getting ready to play their third.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. That was a gallant attempt. Putting for par. It was on a good line.
And this one will be for bogey. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader.
One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
From around 180 yards out.
Currently leading by 2.
Opting for the 6-iron. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt is about 8 feet. Ooh, right by the hole.
Putting now for a bogey.
The round now in the books. Good luck next time. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for the lead.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. It's been great to have your company here. And Rich, we're into the final round now. What's our next player dealing with as they get it underway?
Well, they start off with a very small lead, and so they're going to be cognizant of that. There's not a lot of room for error, but in saying that, they do have the lead, so they can't afford to make a mistake somewhere along the line if it should happen to come up. But in saying that, they just don't want to make any mistakes. It's going to be a difficult day all around.
Oh, I can't wait. Salivating to see how today's play goes. Oh, good shot that. Right inside the range. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Good putt, that.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Collin Morikawa in second.
Here they are, full of confidence on the next tee, coming off the eagle.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
Ooh. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Okay, let's head to the next. He's currently sitting in first place. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Collin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Collin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Getting ready to play their third.
Currently leading by 3.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? That'll sting a bit. Just a 4-footer remaining. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Just didn't drop. This putt really needs to drop for him here. Job done. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 12 over for the event. Time to get this train back on the tracks. They need to focus here and get back into the game.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Yeah, nice looking shot there.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Leading by a couple after that hole. It's time for a one-shotter.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
That is hunting for the hole. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it. John, what's going on out there?
Down here on the 14th hole, guys. This is Justin Thomas's next shot.
Let's return to live play now. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Next up is this par 4 hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Still in the lead now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
That dog will hunt.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And gets that putt of distance to go. Why not take another look at that effort?
What an amazing putt from way out.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Oh, that was so close to going in. Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yes, but if they start thinking about it, that's where the danger happens. They have to keep their head down and keep playing on the front foot if they want to see this thing home.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Wow, that was handy holding out from there.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Now look how they attacked this one.
An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Time for the second shot at the 11th.
Oh, well done.
And here we are with the third shot.
"12 feet to the cup coming up."
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, that's frustrating. And this putt coming up for his par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Let's head to the 12th hole.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
And that's 8 birdies today. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This for a birdie run.
He sits in first position.
It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Sitting at 4 over for the event. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. What a disappointment. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. On the tee of a par 3.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Getting ready to play their third.
Yikes!
Well, you've got to give some credit there. That was the right club and the right line. This putt coming up is for birdie. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
Sometimes you've just got to stand and applaud. That was a performance for the ages.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.